Welcome to this episode of Meet KTA. In honor of September 13th being Day of the Programmer, we decided to sit down with two of our youngest programmers here in the organization. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. So I'm Dylan Standfast. My official title here is part-time programmer, and I just do a lot of stuff kind of on the back end. A lot of what I've done has been moving over old file systems over to like new GUIs and web-based stuff, and just kind of modernizing, I guess.
I'm Corey Cranmer. My official title is computer programmer. I've been here for 9 months, so right now I'm pretty much just doing whatever the application development team tells me to do.
So programming can be a field that's a little intimidating to others. What got you into programming?
It's a long story. Kind of started when I was like 13 or whatever. Knew nothing about computers in general. I was playing a video game actually, and got onto the online servers and clicked on something I wanted to join, and it was like, oh, you don't have the map for this. And I delved into it and found that, oh, you can change the game, you can add maps, you can add modes. And eventually that led to creating those things and got me into computer engineering at WSU. Found that, wow, I really, really like to do this stuff. And it's just gone from there, so.
Mine's not as passionate or fun as Dylan's. I started in high school, took the classes. I took a year of Visual Basic and a year of C++, and then I went into computer science in college and just stuck with it, and now I'm here.
Since you're both relatively new into the field and I'm sure still have a lot to learn, what would you say is one of the biggest lessons that you learned here?
Yeah, for me, I don't really know if I'd have a specific lesson, but just since this is my first job, I'm just learning every day how to deal with time management and working full-time.
I think for me, especially considering how I got into programming, I like doing cool stuff as a programmer, and we get to do a lot of really cool stuff. We get to make things happen, and it gets really easy to like, oh, I could do all that, but that's going to take 3 years. And to kind of pace yourself and realize, oh, I can give them 90% of that.
So speaking of cool things, even though your time here has been pretty short, what is probably the coolest thing that you've gotten to do, or that most rewarding thing that you've gotten to do here?
For me, I'd say, even though it's been a little while, working on the weather kiosk, it was also one of the first programs I did when I came here, and it really just gave me a good idea of, well, how complex, but how great this kind of work can be.
I don't know if people would consider it cool, but the first bigger project I worked on here was our national change of address, where we update our customers' information, where they live and stuff, so we're not just sending out mail to incorrect addresses. And it was just really satisfying once I was finally finished with it to have completed that.
What advice would you have to young people who are interested in programming or may even be intimidated by the thought of it?
Don't be intimidated. Look into, depending on how old you are, look into if there are classes you can take for it. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because there's a lot to learn, but once you start getting the hang of it, it's not very intimidating. And the more you learn of it, the easier it is to start learning other languages, and you'll find out that a lot of it's pretty similar in the long run.
Do it for fun. Figure out something very simple that you can do that you just think, why doesn't my computer already do this for me? And figure out a way to do it. Like, set yourself up a goal and figure out how to do that. I think that's the way to really get into programming, because if you can wrap your mind around it, which takes a lot of effort, it's a lot of fun, really.
Well, awesome. Thank you guys for sitting down and talking with me. It was really insightful, learning a lot about what you do here and about programming itself. And thank you for watching this episode of Meet KTA, and we'll see you next month.